Right, we are super excited today. This is a 4/7 family van, 21 footer. We are up on this toolbox because we bloody love it.
Well, it's a big toolbox.
It is. So I'm Trevor, this is Summer, and we're going to show you through this 4/7 van today.
So let's go over the basics of our 4/7. So you said 21 foot.
21
How
foot.
much can you pack in the van, Trev?
So this is a 3.5 ton rated. You got over 600 kilos of payload, which means that's how much water, food, gear, cool stuff you can put in there.
You guys know what payload is, right? Yeah.
They do, yeah.
What else do you like about it?
So 21 foot, there's really nothing you're going without. So you've got a full queen island bed, meaning you can walk all the way around.
Which we'll show you inside.
Massive lounge, massive kitchen, huge bunks, and still got the separate ensuite and toilet, and lots of storage.
And look, flat roof.
Yes.
Because we've now got what? What's up here?
What is up there?
It's a full one-piece composite roof, Trev.
Yeah, so
he should know this.
Composite meaning it's like a fiberglass, foam fiberglass.
Yes.
So it's really amazing for insulation, being that lots of your heat comes through into the van through the roof. Full one piece and no rot, no nothing like that.
And you lose temperature through the roof as well. So
you do.
Yeah, you do.
Let's show you through this van. I'll just help Summer down.
The thing is I'm old and this is going to be hard.
Come on, Summer.
Oh God. All right.
So up the front here we have a full articulating hitch.
I got it. I got this. Don't give me a hand. Okay.
It's the DO35.
Why
so
is
it's
it called
like a pin.
DO35?
So 3.5 ton rated, or you can go 4.5, DO45.
Why would you go 4.5?
4.5 ton rated if you want a higher rating, if your tow vehicle can handle that. So
testing him.
This van being a full off-road van, if you do not have an articulating hitch, then you will not be able to go as off-road as
It'd definitely be bumpier.
Well, it's for corrugations and stuff, it doesn't matter so much. But if you are going to go on undulations and kind of get...
Makes a big difference.
Like, through some dry riverbeds and stuff like that.
And they're so easy to use.
Helps.
Like, you just...
That's got to be on the pin.
I mean, it makes more sense when the pin's on it.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so what have we got behind it?
You got your... what is it called again?
That's called a 12-pin plug. That's called a brake.
A handbrake.
Emergency brake. Yeah.
You have a
breakaway.
So that's making sure if the van comes away from the car, it stops itself. 12-pin plug, Anderson plug, so you can charge your van from the car, which actually puts a lot of amps into drive. I think it's like 35 amps when you drive. It does depend on the tow vehicle.
Could be 400. He just makes that up.
You've got your jockey wheel, a stone deflector, which is pretty cool. This can come off, so you can actually just pull a couple of pins off and remove that.
And it comes off quite easy because you can do this like by yourself. And the reason that you would take this off would be if you've got a really tight turn that you want to get through, say if you're in I don't know, lots of trees or the city or whatever, and you don't want to bust a tail like some people may have done. Just fun fact, I'm the only person in the company that's not yet busted a tail light on a stone guard. I just want to point that out.
I've done about 150,000 more kilometers than you.
I don't care. I still have not busted a tail light. Credit where credit's due. Anyhow, yes?
You have 2 9-kilogram gas bottles and a massive sort of storage plate, A-frame plate we call it. That's for silage hoses, electric leads, whatever you want to put there, all wet, dirty stuff. Yeah, you can stack some wood there.
There's a tap next to you as well.
There is an A-frame tap here, so just cold water. So if you want to wash your little tootsies off, you can do that. You can connect like a hose to it if you want a little springy kind of hose, whatever those are called.
They're called hoses.
Well, it's got an external shower, so you don't need a shower from this, but you can. This is a 5-litre diesel tank because this van has a diesel heater in it.
As standard.
As standard.
All of our vans.
Yeah, all this stuff standard here. Underneath this is it's actually a stainless steel tank. We put the metal cover on just to make it all match up. Toolbox is really capable to take your, on this side, whatever you want. So normally barbecue or generator, stuff like that. The other side is the same. It's for a fridge, 12-volt fridge, and you've got a 12-volt point there to connect that straight in.
So yeah, this side looks just like that side, but with a 12-volt plug. And some people have asked for an Anderson plug, which we can also do as well. So we're pretty cruisy like that. I think we're done at the front. Yeah? You look confused.
Oh yeah, that's the front done.
Okay.
Go around the side. And at the front here we have a full-size tunnel boot all the way through. You can fit a slide-out kitchen. We have tons of slide-out kitchens. Just have a chat about that.
I wouldn't say tons. It's an exaggeration, but we have a lot.
There's a lot of kitchens. There really depends on the type of cooking and prep you want to do outside.
Which Trevor does none of, by the way.
I have a very amazing wife.
You can Uber Eats like no one I've ever met, though.
Not Outback.
True.
Yeah. If it were not for my wife, I would starve to death.
True.
Yeah, it has a light in here. Really good amount of storage. You know, seats. Putting the
seats. You mean chairs?
To seat your
It's like
ass
working
on.
with a toddler, guys.
You have a gas bayonet, so you can connect up your either pull-out kitchen or barbecue. Two-way lights. This is a amber, which is a bug-off light, like Summer calls it. The rest of the industry calls it an anti-bug light. And also
Bug
white.
light.
So you're two up under the awning as well. You'll normally use the amber probably 90% of the time. It produces quite a good amount of light. It definitely lights up the campsite.
It more than you think that it will.
Yep.
And it's just, yeah, it's just a nice ambiance, if you will.
Yeah. The white lights are much more
in your face.
dusk. At night they're super bright, and you see the amount of bugs they do attract. The bugs are like, eh.
So if I turn on the white light, will you go away?
She's so funny.
Next. Should we show them the awning?
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
Go.
Well, can you get us the shrimp stick, please? Oh God, I don't have my contacts in either today.
Good job, Summer.
I almost lost my hat. Which, by the way, guys, so I'm wearing the hat because Trevor thought it would make me seem more relatable to the Australian community because I'm a Yank, but I've been here for 17 years, so I consider myself to be one of you guys now.
We don't.
Okay, anyway, we're under the big awning. Great awning. You guys saw how easy that was to open up and put out and really like, sorry, there was a backup. There was a backup to that I'm not gonna do. Easy to put the awning out.
You're right.
No.
It is easy to put the awning out. It's just as easy to put it away. You can rope it out. You can get an anti-flap kit, which is pulls taut on the sides, and a rafter kit. Because it's so easy to go in and out, I normally just pull it in at night and pull it out in the morning because it's just so simple.
Mostly because we're lazy, I think.
I just really don't like noise, especially when I'm in bed, like just little clanking and stuff like that. It's just...
That's how I feel when he's around.
So pulling it in, there's no noise, there's no movement on the van. So if it was hard to do, I wouldn't do that, but it is quite easy to do for that. You can slide in a privacy screen. So if you do end up being in a spot where you have some neighbors, which hopefully you get to lots of spots that you don't have. If you do have them, you can put a privacy screen down here, or if the sun's just cranking in on the side of the van, you can put the shade on there.
These are new for our 2024, like our new range is this awning, and we liked it because it is so easy. Like you guys saw me, put that awning arm up. The previous awnings that we used, while you could still do it with one person, they were really quite uncomfortable, and you don't notice how uncomfortable they were until we went to our new one. So we've done well there.
And little things like you can't lose, the old ones you could lose a little
stupid
dial and stuff like that. And then,
dials, yep.
Yeah, so just little parts you have to manage well, whereas this you don't have to manage it. You can't lose a part, it's great.
Pretty good. Picnic table, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You put stuff on it, like that. So
it is super handy, and it's near the power. So this is a 240 volt out and a 12 volt out. So you can, and that's a TV bracket. So you can connect your TV, move your TV from from inside to outside. 24 inch smart TV. So you can plug that on there and power it up, or you can charge up your phones and Bluetooth speakers, all that sort of stuff.
And I point this out, and it's kind of, I don't think people realize. Do you use that?
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, I use this all the time when I'm leveling the van. I always use it. I'm surprised you don't use that.
This van, so we have full off-road independent suspension, which is great. I upgrade all of my vans to have airbag suspension, which self-levels. Once you have it, it's kind of like flying.
True, it is.
Like flying first class.
Oh my God.
If you do that,
stop
how do you
outing yourself. Oh my God. God, he's doing it
My
again.
wife grew up
Oh,
rich. She had a remote for a TV that didn't have a cord. Did you have TVs when you grew up?
Okay, so when I was a kid, I don't know if remotes were out yet.
That's so
I'm
good.
not kidding.
Yeah.
Look, I slid in at the very end of the 70s, so.
Oof.
I'm living in the 70s. I'm living in the 70s.
I love shag carpet.
So,
Anyway,
over here,
Moving on.
we have
Jesus, Trev.
the toilet.
Nope, that's not a toilet, that's a cassette.
The toilet, you didn't let me finish, toilet cassette. So basically, when you're in the toilet,
Damn.
your stuff goes in there,
What?
and you'll actually empty it out when you go to a dump point. It's 20 litres, so it can hold a bit. We have 3 kids.
I don't, I have one.
Well, not we.
I'm not ridiculous.
Me and my wife have 3 kids.
Breeder.
And we will do everything in there. We don't avoid going to the toilet inside. A lot of people will not go to the toilet. They won't do wheeze or poos
I
in there.
don't get that too. Like, I don't want to go to a gross ass toilet block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just can't be bothered leaving the van.
That too.
So we will do everything in it, and we will do about a day-ish, depending on what we're
You
eating.
guys eating? Jesus.
3 boys. Yeah. We yeah. Well, I suppose you talk so much shit, it just comes out that way. Anyway, so 20 litres,
Good.
about 20 kilos. If the dump point can be quite a distance away, you can take it to it, or if you're
20 kilos of shit and piss a day, y'all do?
around that.
They gotta check their diet. You guys need to go to the doctor for real. The cameraman's even laughing at that because he's nodding his head. He's like, yeah, something's not right. Anyway, let's move on. This is too much shit.
Put the shit away.
Put the
So
shit away.
this is called a chemical toilet, and you can get there's a multitude of types of composting,
A
dry
plethora.
flush. There's lots of toilets. We can have a chat about it. We can fit any toilet you possibly can imagine. We're just gonna have a chat about
That's not true. We cannot fit every type of toilet that you can imagine. Let's not create a problem for ourselves, Trev, because people will call and ask for.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
No,
Well, she's
we have
got-
a selection of toilets, and we'll tell you about them if you call us.
Okay.
Let's go to the back.
Okay. Good.
All right, well, while Trevor's looking on his phone trying to figure out movies from the 70s, we're going to talk about the back of this van. Sorry,
so
I won't do that again, guys.
2 spare tires. You ultimately, if you take a tire repair kit, you don't need 2. But if you are going to go very remote, it is nice to have a
Peace
second.
of mind.
Yeah, well, it just means that you can really get yourself in some trouble and not have to worry about it. 2 jerry can holders to hold your jerry cans.
Don't go to jail. When you say get in trouble, like, we mean off-roading. Like, don't commit crimes.
You can put fuel or water. So you can put diesel for your diesel heater. You can put fuel for
You
your
can put
car.
whatever you want in there.
If you have a diesel car, that's great because you got diesel fuel for your
Don't
van
let
and your
him
car.
dictate what you have to put in there.
Or your water. So if you're going somewhere remote that takes a long time to get there, maybe you have extra fuel. Or if it's not so far, but maybe you're staying there for longer, water's good for that. So you can cycle through because you can just empty them into your tanks and then go and fill them up.
They get
and
it.
Drop it
They
in.
get it. You can put what you want in the jerry can.
I know you guys get it. I'm just trying to help. Bluetooth camera, so you don't have to wire that to your car anymore. It's just Bluetooth, which is really cool. This is an option. So this is a 3 bike rack. You can get a 2 bike, 3 bike, 4 bike. You can also get them on the front. They're really easy to add on the front because they just bolt into the toolbox. So you can add them super easy later. We build the vans always ready to have these, so you can add them later. However, it is a bit better to add them as during build.
Correct.
So 3 bike racks, pretty handy. If you want to take 5 bikes, then you normally put the 3 kids' bikes in the back and the 2 adults in the front, but we can accommodate your needs on that one.
Tail lights. Oh, shit.
Put that back.
Put that anywhere, Trev. This is the fun of filming live. Anyway, tail lights, if you'd like to
So
tell
these
them.
are good. We've used these for a while. We have got brand new lights coming out, and they will be out on the new vans that you order. They're coming out in the next month as a standard. So when you order your new van, you will have the new fancy light.
So we have a triple bunk on this particular van. Normally, our standard is a double bunk. So here, there would be a little storage boot where you can put more stuff and things of your choice.
Yeah. So
Unlike Trevor, I'm not gonna dictate what you've got to put in here like he does with the jerry can holders because I'm not a dictator.
Are you done? Mm-hmm. So you can have 2 bunks, standard, 3 bunks, no problems. Sometimes people have 2 kids and a dog. You can do that, or 3 kids. So the third bunk, sometimes you might have 2 kids now, you're not sure about having a third or not.
Don't do it.
You know, you can still use it as storage, so it's not a problem if you have 2 kids and you wanted that third bunk. You still get a bunk worth of storage.
True.
Our third child definitely wants to make sure we have the third bunk.
Aw, your kids are cute though.
Yeah.
I mean, he was crazy enough to have 3, but
Oh, I keep forgetting
they're all
about
really
these.
lovely.
Under the van, so you have, these are called stabilizer legs. You have them on every corner. They are standard. Not every brand has
I
them
was just
standard.
gonna say, yeah, you said that they're standard on every corner, but not with every company, which is weird. Why would you build a van with no...
Maybe they're not so close.
Anyway, continue, please.
The point is, under here, I just wanted to show is rear recovery points. So if you get bogged, and I so hope you get bogged because it's a fun thing to do.
Is it? Because I remember when Trevor got bogged, I remember him complaining for weeks on end about how hot the sand was when he had to dig himself out.
But if we didn't have the rear recovery points, we would have been stuck in that hot sand. So back to the point of rear recovery points are super handy and they are standard on the faucet.
Oh God, my knees.
This here is a water inlet, so if you are connected to mains water, you can connect straight through. This does not fill your tank, so it's more when you're parked up and connected.
It, yeah.
So it'll bypass your tanks and it'll just run mains water.
Turn off your pump when you're connected to mains, okay?
I'm
We
quoting.
tell you guys this, but you don't listen, and then you call, right? And you're like, there's a problem. I'm telling you again, turn off your pump when you're connected to mains. Ooh, I thought it was
Summer
a
does
kangaroo.
talk down to people like that normally.
That wasn't talking, no, I was giving you guys a handy tip. Sorry if it came across.
Okay. So we've got 240 inlet, so if you do have access to power or a generator, and then this is your safety switches, or safety switch to cut out. These are, so you got mud terrains, you got all terrains, you got road tires, road terrain. And
No
so the mud
terrain.
terrains, first and foremost, I love them because they look super cool. The all terrains will do about the same amount of job, but the mud terrains look better. These have got quite a thick sidewall, so where that is important is that if you're going on corrugated roads, which I hope you do, or on the beaches, you'll drop your tyre pressures quite a bit. On really bad corrugations, you might have it down to 20 psi, it's pretty low. Or on the beach, you might have them lower than that. So having a strong sidewall and allowing that flex in the tyre to kind of take up the undulations from the corrugations, or to give you more,
or give you more surface
area on the sand, makes a massive difference of getting bogged or not.
And always ask us about that too, because a lot of people, I think they don't really ask, they don't know to ask about it, and it's quite a key element of you traveling when you're going on your big trips.
I think once you've done a little bit, you get used to it all pretty quick. But the first interactions when you're going off grid and getting out back,
talk to us.
There's kind of a lot to learn.
Well, we can help save them from issues.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that. Like, we're always here for you. So anyway, go on. Sorry.
And then underneath the van is an independent trailing arm suspension. And I'm not going to arm you wrong. I'm going to do some sort of random crawl to show you because I don't want to make Summer right. But, so under the van, didn't arm me. All right.
I prefer the army roll, but that was good too. Okay. How did I end up under here?
Summer hasn't stopped complaining just getting under here. We didn't make the video because she made such a mess of it. Under here we have the trailing arm suspension, that's this bit here, trailing arm. These are your shockers, so you've got 2 shockers. The reason there's 2 instead of 1 is that the corrugations, these will move really fast and a lot and for hours. So they get quite hot, so having 2 will reduce the heat and make sure they don't fall apart. And these are Tico Tough Ride suspension.
Really good suspension.
They are really good and well and truly proven out. And then you've got your spring over here. So the difference is if you wanted to upgrade to airbags is instead of the spring here, it gets an airbag set up and then you can level it off. Otherwise with this, you just level up onto some ramps. So anyway, really good suspension. They are going to get out back and they are going to do lots and lots of kilometres of doing that. So you can do that with confidence.
With confidence. Like me coming into the van, it's all wet and gooey and muddy.
All right, let's go.
All right, I'm going army roll out. Didn't spill my drink. Oh my God, Jesus, I'm good. Are you ready? So apparently Trevor said that he's been talking too much, which that's the first time he's ever said that. So I'll tell you about the water thing going on here. We've got 3 water tanks optioned on this van. Standard is 2. That's 1 less than 3. So 220 liters is your standard. The extra one gives you, if you do the maths, 330. Good job, guys. Below that is our external shower. That's standard on all of our family vans. So you can hose off the kids.
I can tell why I've been talking more. So this is handy. It's hot and cold, so it's handy. Really handy at beaches because you're kind of in and out of the salt water a lot. So just being able to rinse off. You're right.
Yeah.
You're okay.
It's handy for the beaches.
Up here is the this is the outlet for the gas hot water. So it's a gas and electric hot water.
28 liter.
28 litre tank.
Plenty, by the way.
Takes about 15 minutes to heat up. It will do the 3 kids and 1 adult, and then your wife, if she's last, will have
Unless
a cold
you're efficient like me, then you can do it. He's just I'm just saying.
She stinks. Oh, you can't. If you could smell, you would know. And then this is the other side of the tunnel boot that we showed you before. So that is the outside. Oh, we keep forgetting.
Oh, come back this way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we can do that inside as well.
So this normally would have 2 big fridge vents, which
smooth.
There's no vents here.
So
obviously, you okay?
Yeah, it's just
so
smooth.
We all fight dust when we go out back for hours and hours of travel on dusty roads. So the less vents, the better. So these big vents on the fridge are non-existent because we use a Thetford 274 litre fridge.
That's big.
It just houses so much. They handle the corrugations and stuff really well too, so they're not going to break from that point of view, and there's no dust ingress from them, so pretty awesome.
Yep, it's good.
Let's go inside and show you guys inside.
It's going to be a really weird video.
Why? Oh, yeah. And before we do, we have 2 battery boxes. Standard on the van is, what is it?
150 amp hours of lithium, but of course, for most of our customers, they're pretty outdoorsy and they want to go off grid. So you can actually fit 300 amp hour lithium batteries in each one of these boxes. So if you want to go 600, you know, if you want to go more than that, we can accommodate. But we provide you with 2 regardless. So even if you don't upgrade, you're still going to get your 2 battery boxes because you're going to take our vans out, and honestly, you're going to want to upgrade because you're going to have so much fun.
Well, it depends on the type of use. So the 150 amp hours, and on the roof you've got 400 watts of solar. So pretty much, as long as you're not under trees, it's going to run the 12 volt portion of your van. If you find, depending on where you're going, you're camping under trees quite a lot, you may want either 300 amps or more. You can just, if you want a 300 amps, you can just add a second 150, or you can put 2 300 amps in.
I think the point is if you want more, we can give you more.
Yeah, but the second box being there available is so that you can quite easily upgrade in the future. You don't need to come to us.
Yeah,
you can quite easily add a second battery.
We're good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just like to provide stuff for you to make it easy because we're good like that.
And now
like
we'll go
drop
inside.
down legs.
Let's go inside. Let's just talk all day.
We can talk about the step. It's a good one. You know what? This step can take a beating.
It seems dumb, but like there is so many terrible parts in the caravan industry.
Yeah, but we're not going to pick on them now.
There's lots of really good suppliers. We have some amazing suppliers.
We have great suppliers. There's some really.
There are, but it's like actually it's not a standard. You can't just buy a part and it be good.
It doesn't
so there's
close.
some really good suppliers and there's not, and so actually you have to. We have to do the job to find out the right thing. So the steps.
Well, I
amazing.
think the hard part is with the people that manufacture some of these products that are our third-party suppliers is they don't caravan, so they don't test their own products, whereas we do it for you.
We just want to make sure that the van can just withstand what you want to do. Go out back, go off-road, go off-grid, like enjoy it. Hit those corrugations, go on the Oodnadatta track.
You know what,
like,
even if you want to
fun.
just go to a caravan park, you still don't want shit to fail.
No, just enjoy it. Anyway, steps are good.
Steps are great. Door, it's pretty. It's a pretty
Oh my
standard.
gosh.
Sorry, it's a pretty standard 3-way door. You know, midgie mesh, which midgies will get anywhere anyway. So we'll just call it fly screen. But security is amazing. So for a family van, this is really important for a lot of people. If you've got littles in your van, you want to make sure that you can lock your van and still have really good security screen on it. That's got it. I think with that, we're done with outside.
I think Summer's going to be asleep at the end of this show. She'll be like this.
Don't leave my hat alone.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
again, this is to relate to the people, so I look like...
I'm sorry for touching your hat.
Touch my hat. Which was made by...
I'd like to apologize to all the people for touching
this
Summer's
hat, though, if you guys like it, Outback Leather.
We don't like it.
Outback Leather, he loves this hat. I was trying to give Outback Leather a plug. They make a really good
Take your
product.
boots off.
Oh, let's go inside. Take your boots off. Take your time unlacing your laces. Okay. What are you... God. Guys, I just made the bed. Trev...
Queen size.
I don't want to say that he's a bad person, but he's not the best.
Queen size bed. Island bed. You can walk around it. Niches. In the niches, there is 2 40-volt and 12-volt power points, and somewhere for your books. If you're a reader, mine would be an iPad. Mine would be an iPad.
What else? What's next? What's over there, Trev? The control for...
The control for...
The diesel heater. Overhead.
So you can connect a diesel heater inside. What's good about diesel heater is that...
They're warm.
You can actually just have it at a really low setting at night. So you can have it at like 10, 12, and it just kicks on and off. So you don't actually have to worry about heat. Whereas the aircon on the roof is a heater as well. But that setting, it's too hot.
Are you done? Okay. All right, so overhead. We've got lots of storage space now because we have the one-piece flat composite roof in here. So it actually gives you about 3 to 4 centimeters more of your hanging space here, and it gives you more usable storage space overhead.
There's drawers there too.
I love it when he points out the obvious. And guess what? Soft close. Bang. Boop.
And under here, little cupboard.
Yeah.
This side looks like there's a little cupboard, but there's not. Under this side, it doesn't have a button because the hot water service is under there. So there's a drawer, but no door.
So
Fans.
do we feel like frauds? No? Okay. Yeah, so 12-volt fans are standard.
Why?
On our off-grid
Why
range.
do they matter?
Oh my God. Because they're good, Trev. Because if you don't want to run your AC and you want to push air through the van to cool off, you can. Fun fact, by the way, which Trev likes to argue, how you cool off when you're hot, when you sweat, it's not that you're sweating, it's that when the air evaporates from a breeze, that's how you cool your body temperature down.
Sounds like you off-grid caravan.
I do. Anyway, big windows, double glazed, block out.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
hold on.
You right? Oh my gosh.
No, block out. Fly wire.
Up here too.
That really hurt.
Fly screen, block out. And it
My
opens
Trev,
up.
what a big overhead hatch you have.
What?
Oh, it's a big overhead hatch. It's bigger than most, I'd say.
You take them through.
The kitchen?
I'm gonna
So you can mount your 24-inch smart TV here. And you don't have to, but you can if you want. Oh, let's move this. Trev, do you want that?
I'll put it on my bedside table.
All right. So in the kitchen, heaps of bench space and workable space, which if you like to cook, you're gonna enjoy, or if you just like to just pack a bunch of stuff in, you're gonna like. So slide out pantry. Great for putting stuff in your pantry. Overhead, again, heaps of space. Range hood, standard 3 by 1, so 3 gas, 1 electric cooktop. Mini grill and oven, or I call wine rack. If you don't want the oven, we can option on just a pot drawer storage. We've got on here in this van the real deep square razor sink. I like this because with the deep sinks you don't get the splash and it's not a mess. And for every Melburnian, we have space for your coffee machine. Overhead, 240-volt microwave. So again, I said 240 volt. That means it has to run on 240 or Jenny or inverter. Same with your AC. Here next to me, we've got a 274 liter compressor fridge. We spoke about that earlier with no ventilation on the back. It's a ventless compressor fridge, so less room for dust to get in and annoy you. And below, again, more storage. And there's no water pump under there. We put the water pumps underneath the van in their own. What are you doing, Trev?
Just watching how you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Candy Crush. His addiction to Candy Crush is severe. Anyhow, so the water pump is now contained in its own little unit, so there's less room on Candy Crush. There's less room for dust ingress, less noise as well. So, I don't know, we're kind of cool in designing that. Drop down telescopic table. Now, if you want a straight line lounge, we can do that, give you a bit more space if you don't like the return. But yeah, you can drop this down, make this an extra bed if you'd like to. Every point here with the telescopic lights has got a USB port, so you can charge everything anywhere. And as you can see, there's 240 points all across the van. So yeah, really not gonna struggle to charge anything. If we go back to the bunk area, this is what I like, is that I can just shut Trev out because he's annoying. You're not annoying, Trev, I don't mean that. But really though.
The smell stopped for a second.
Is this like a, I feel like I want to make, who do I complain to?
HR.
Who's Char? So we've optioned on a triple bunk in this van. Typically with our double bunk, which is standard, you'd have storage down here below, 2 drawers, and you'd have a little bit more height in between the bunks. But again, if you're crazy like Trev and Kath and you do have 3 kids, this is what you would do. We've got the robe storage here, so 3 shelves on one side, hanging space on the other, and 3 really deep drawers below. So for a bunk space, storage space, kid space, this is really epic. I do recommend that you get the concertina door though, because kids are annoying. So in the ensuite area of the 4.7, this is a great usable space when you're packing a family van with you. So plenty of room, plenty of storage. We've got the little cubby holes next to the loo. Great for your TP, for your toiletries. The little bench space behind, plenty of overhead storage above. Ventilation, we kind of have thought of it all, because we're good like that. And shower space. Camera guy, it's like it's your first time filming. He hit the wall. Look, no one judged. But one thing I want to say about our showers, we've got a lot of space in here. But I want to point out the benefit of having the adjustable shower head is, for me, when I'm camping, or like most chicks when they're camping, we don't wash our hair every day. 1, to conserve water, and 2, it's just annoying and it's time consuming. So to be able to adjust the shower head height so that you don't have to get your hair wet, I don't know. One of those little things, those 1%ers that's convenient that we think about on top of all the space that we've got in here. It's a great shower.
Howdy!
Trevor's reminding me that I'm bad at my job. What, did I open this up?
Under the sink is so much storage, and like we seal, because it's off-road van.
Oh, he's a good singer.
We seal the top, so with the plumbing, we seal the on top of the floor and under the floor. You okay?
It's from our road.
So dust ingress is like a thing. Like it's actually really hard to stop dust, really fine kind of bull dust. So we seal the top of all the plumbing and underneath as well. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah. Continue.
Anyway, we make really good. We make good storage.
What about the drawers? Tell them about the drawers.
There's stuff in this one. So the drawers are great. They're soft close. The reason we make them soft close is that, well, 1, it's nice, but also when you're on corrugated roads, there's so much weight in the drawers that's constantly trying to push break the latches and stuff. So the soft close mechanism actually helps so all the weight's not just on the latch. And when you go on those corrugated roads and there's hours and hours and days of them, that is a lot of impact on the van. So we're trying to create vans that just withstand it day after day, month after month, year after year. And those little things make a difference.
Yeah, because I've had on our previous latches that we used, I have had maybe when I did tough tested, I might have had a drawer that I didn't close properly.
You maybe didn't close it.
It might have come out. And
that is good about these.
I might have put a big dent in the floor and I might have lost all my clothes everywhere.
It's really simple to see when they open or close on these latches. That is why I like these latches more than other ones.
I agree. Yeah.
Is you can see them. And then the soft close, yeah. I have actually broken latches before on corrugated roads.
Everything, I think.
We aim to
By testing, yeah.
We aim to break things so that we can prove it out. So the latches are good and the soft close makes a difference to not break
And
them.
it makes you feel a bit posh, let's be honest.
Not so much my thing, but
all right, Gucci
it's your thing.
Whatever, Gucci shoes. He's got Gucci shoes.
So this drops down as a table?
Don't do it now, my legs are here.
Let's see.
No, don't. Look at those vegan arms go.
Stop it. So you can put a tick, which is a table inlay cushion. Summer doesn't teach me a lot, but she actually did mention tick. So I used to say tick cushion.
Yeah, and that was
like
the table
saying,
inlay cushion.
It's like saying ATM machine.
Correct.
That's more Summer's generation, but those younger folks wouldn't understand that.
No, honey, we wrote checks. I balanced a checkbook in my day.
So these are
and
cool.
again, guys, I remind you, I know that I look younger than him by 20 years. I'm not, I'm older.
By 20 years. Zing!
Return volley.
So-
let's talk battery management, I think.
Floor,
Oh,
which
okay.
we consistently
Let's
forget.
not talk battery management. We don't forget it. We mention it every time.
Such a good floor.
It is. Why is it good, Trev?
We've got a couple
Jeez,
of
you really
looks.
like it.
I do. Well, when you go out back, like the van won't pull in dust when you travel out, but your kids do. Your kids travel
True.
it in. So when you go on the red dust, the floor does change colour. It's slow, but it changes it. So I'm quite often at night with a wet wipe, like wiping all the ground because I do. No. I am perfectionistic. So we'll clean that up. This is a Jer floor. This actually has a stain prevention in it. So a lot of the floors you have out there,
Good floor.
a lot of the floors you have, when you get it stains and it stays that kind of a brown tinge to it. This you will clean back to standard. So that's pretty cool.
Kick plates?
Yeah, some kick plates. Gets little tootsies in there again. It's kind of nice. So battery management system. So we don't take up space in the cabinets with things anymore. So you can use that as storage. They're just resettable fuses, so you can go and reset it anytime you want.
Why is that good though? Tell them about why the resettable fuses are good.
What do you mean, Summer?
Well, because you can see them there. So if a fuse blows, the little button pops out and you just
pop out.
pop it back in. It's just, I don't know.
Very simple to
Little
use.
things that we've done to make it easy
Yeah.
so that when you're camping, we try to minimize things being
Difficult.
a pain.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of going away is to relax.
Yeah.
Anyway, please continue.
So hard working with Summer. It's hard to relax. This is but we're so grateful. So we have a Victron system as standard. Little screen here. It'll show you, there's different screens to look at. It'll show you battery percentage, your water, how much power is coming in from your solar. AC load, that means how much power you're drawing. So if we had the inverter on, if you option an inverter, what the 240 volt is, and the DC system is how much power we're drawing for 12 volts, so fridges, lights, whatever. It's really simple. If you do option on an inverter, I just turn it on. It's pretty cool. You can see your tanks only. You can see how the power's coming in, so you can see you're drawing it in, what you're at, where it's drawing it.
There we go. It's just turned on the inverter.
Yeah.
You've heard that?
And so we'll start to see the inverter.
So the
AC
inverter's
load,
not standard on this van?
Shush, Summer.
Oh, saw.
So the AC load started pulling, so we're using 73 watts of AC load. So it's all pretty cool, very easy to use. I'll turn it
So
off.
it's like me.
Easy to
It's
use.
pretty cool.
Well, that's what I just said.
Wow, that went left of center, didn't it?
This is such a cool van. We went away 5 months in our MIA, which is the same back end as this, except it's got an east-west bed.
Yeah, so from here back, identical.
It's 19'6", and this one's 21 foot, so
with
1 foot 6 longer.
3 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the amount of storage, the amount of space, and like this one here is better. So one thing the MIA has, which is east-west.
Better, it's different.
If you're okay with the extra length of this van, the east-west bed, the person against the wall gets hot. So here you have a really good cross breeze coming through. So if you're going away in winter, it doesn't matter. But summer, following the heat, which I do and I love, having the cross flow from the windows.
You mean me?
Stop.
Okay.
It is really nice, and being able to just jump off the bed without having to climb over someone, the island bed.
I think that's half the fun of it though if you're in an MIA, because I would like drop an elbow every time.
His birthday! Man!
Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm definitely single.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of space, lots of kid area, specific activity, massive lounge to sort the kids out. The big bench top, like so if you're into coffee.
I've already covered that.
It's
good. No repeat Friday.
It's not even
Thursday. It's no repeat Thursday, guys. I already covered that. I think we're done. Oh.
Oh yeah.
The cameraman just reminded us.
So
Thanks,
we make
Costa.
these in our own factory.
Right behind our office.
In Campbellfield, so 1600 Sydney Road, Campbellfield. We would definitely love to show you through the factory. You can see more detail of how everything happens. We'll post more and more about how we do things, but you're welcome to come through and we'll show you in person or
Trevor
a video
will
call.
make you a coffee, like barista coffee.
Did you say me?
Yeah.
That's I won't be able to do
Trevor
that.
will definitely hand you a bottle of room temperature water.
Yeah, maybe a beer. I could do beer.
I can, as long as it's not one of mine. Anyhow, come visit us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.